gobbled up by the NFC.
We got this. Ready? You ready? Come on.
Play action. Breeze. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack there by J.J. Watt. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now we're waiting. 55.
To throw is Breeze. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep for the AFC, the Jets' Andre Roberts. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Back out is the AFC offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Mahomes now on first down. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. It got his man complete. Travis Kelce. And touchdown. Travis Kelce, 92 yards. And the AFC strikes quickly there for 6. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Now Myers for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he fends him off.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The offense for the NFC back out there. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Breeze now to throw. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. The 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. Michael Thomas, 76 yards. And the NFC strikes quickly for 6. But yes, Michael Thomas is a volume receiver, but he can also make some really big plays, especially with Drew Brees throwing the football.
I love the way you described it. Volume receiver who can also make big plays. In other words, if you underestimate him, he'll run past you or he'll just jump over the top of you and continue to make those big plays.
This will be taken in at the 1. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's scooped up by the NFC. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Going deep for Hopkins. It's caught inside the 25. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 61 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Oh, a quarterback sneak on 2nd down. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. A look at the starters defensively now for the NFC.
Aaron Donald's dimensions were talked about big time when he first entered the league. Many called him undersized. Now they just call him all-pro.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And this is Cook with the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They pass up the 3, fake it, it doesn't work. And as a result, possession switches hands. Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll him out. You got the option to run or pass. This didn't work.
Not at all. And the communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered as they escaped from the line of scrimmage.
A breakaway for Michael Thomas. Past the 20. Touchdown. Michael Thomas with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead. That's a heck of a start to this one for him here in the 1st quarter.
2 receiving touchdowns, just getting the game underway essentially. I mean, there's a long way to go. If I'm on defense, I've got to figure out how to slow this guy down. Because when one guy shreds your team, that's demoralizing. Make him spread it around at least. But right now, he's showing no signs of slowing down.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. First carry for James Conner. Fights up, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the AFC has retaken the lead. Great play, but admittedly, the tackling in the Pro Bowl, Charles, not always the best.
I would say that they're not quite as committed to getting a guy on the ground in the Pro Bowl as maybe during the regular season and, of course, in the playoffs. But still, heck of an individual effort there on that run.
And now a two-point conversion attempt forthcoming. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this will be caught as they convert here for two. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And it is gobbled up by the NFC. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Thomas, the intended target, and now it's second down. Well, he's been the guy, already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
His throw incomplete.
Intended for Zach Ertz. Incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The AFC offensive unit getting set to take over, and they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see when they come.
And this is caught at the 20. And still fighting. And he will score. Touchdown AFC. Travis Kelce doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the AFC strikes quickly there for 6.
Brandon, we're not even out of the first quarter yet. And that's his 3rd receiving.